Hello, how you guys doing? How's your day? It's me, Mr. Modibo, back again for another thrilling discussion, continuing the story about my journey and how things are going. So, as you can see, I'm in the office. I'm here for work. I have a few minutes to chit chat a bit, and I decided to reach out to my audience, my community, so that we talk about something that I think it's uh, it's very important and it's a good skill to have. So the topic I want to talk about today is about journaling. Why it's important, why I think everybody should try and incorporate that into what you do. Because I think it's those kind it's that it's something very versatile and it's an important skill to have because virtually in everything you do it's beneficial. It's beneficial. So I remember a couple of years ago during my MSc program, we had a course. So I did my program on project management. So it's about reflective learning. So and basically the whole crux of the course is about journaling, how to record. So what you do is recording your daily activities project going by project to project. You map out the lessons learned, the mistakes, and how you overcame all the mistakes. So it's going to become something very rich and a treasure base of knowledge which you can apply going forward in other projects and other and it gives you a lot of insight into things. So and another another sector that it's quite relevant and important is if you're into the media tech, that's social media, it's whatever it is you're doing. I think it's very important. It's something I found very valuable for myself. Like when you go to Twitter or wherever and you see somebody create like a little snippet, something important, something like a trending issue in whatever community you serve. So you can pass those snippets of messages, which are very valuable to people. It's a basis somebody can use to build on to do something bigger, and I find that I've started journaling myself recently. So although I've read in a lot of books and I've heard in a lot of talks about how you set your goals, you write it down. It's important to write it down. So when you do that, self affirmation begins to kick in. You look at this every day, and you try to look at it every day and try to. And I believe over time, you can try to, but over time, you're going to build a level of accountability. So if you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and you keep looking at it every day, you'd have to start coming up with ideas eventually. So because as you naturally, I think the will is there to do it. If you write it down, because it's your goal, everybody wants to achieve something. That's the bottom line. So when you write it down, that's the first step. You think, how am I going to do this? Then other things start to fall in place on how to accomplish this thing. So I think that is something very important. You capture your thoughts, put it down. Like even for some other people, I know even back when in uni, people use that to learn. And recently, I'm also learning a new language, which I was advised to do that. So my lecturer advised that one of the fastest ways to learn any language is to read and write both. So when you listen to something, you practice, you read and write. And interestingly, what you write, you write it because it's of value to you and definitely it's going to be valuable to somebody else. So that's how you create value. across the line. Your insights, even though you might think it's not relevant, it's not important, I bet you it is. And it gives another angle and another trajectory for people to look at and decipher. So that's another benefit that I can think of. And the accountability and improving yourself, learning from it. I think those are two major things I think journaling is very good at, and it will help you improve your skills in that, and you're going to add value along the line to your community. So, and looking back now, for me, I think that would have been very useful for some of the past projects I've done. I Unfortunately, I haven't been taking a lot of notes. So, but like the recent one I did, I have been jotting down a bit. And I think this is also valuable. And, I did speak about recruitment process in my last video. I think this is valuable for when you put something like that in your CV. I think it's powerful, even though I haven't been through the process myself. But I'd imagine if I'm an employer, it will be interesting to see the challenges you've come across, what you've done, and how you've overcome those challenges. And for you to adequately capture all these things, you have to write it down somewhere. So that is another area that you can think of and how that will help. And because I've incorporated into my latest, there was a personal project I undertook whereby I developed Ludo game app. So I did speak about this more in one of my previous videos. So, but this time around, I've made it a point to jot down all the challenges I've come across and how I was able to implement the solution to those challenges. So, and I think it's been helpful and it will be helpful. And in fact, I can add it to the repo on the how to page. So eventually anybody that comes that maybe should pull down the repo will have an idea of how it operates and what function does what, and how everything fits together and how it all works. So that's my little 2 cents on the topic. Wish you guys a very excellent day and see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.